Hello, ladies, gents, and long-time childhood friends. You know, it always weirds me out in the best way possible how there will be comments going, man, I used to watch this guy when I was 13. Now I am 27 with a child. And we hang out together and we still watch this guy. That's when my bones crumble into dust. That is when I question my life choices and how the hell did I get this far and put myself in this situation where I have former children who are now grown-ass adults and have become functional members of society that see me with nostalgia. I am being referenced in somebody's childhood memories. And you know, it's in a positive light. It's like, is this how Dolly Parton will feel when somebody walks up to them and goes, man, I used to listen to your songs when I was a kid. You are a big childhood memory of mine. And she's like, thanks for reminding me of my mortality and how much little time I have left. Thanks a lot for that, buddy. Or, you know, they just feel thankful that they created a measure of impact in somebody's life. Because that is mostly what I feel. Do I want to spend my resources to get these turkeys? To get a bunch of health? Nah, we're just gonna do one. That is good enough. I stole the bombs and we're going to carry on. This is my incredible comeback. Oh man, the comeback of the century. Nobody expected the Spelunky Inquisition. I cannot believe I've been away from this from so long. Basically, I have the best of intentions to, I'm going to take some time away to work on some high intensity scripted videos, and then I do absolutely nothing. That is the thing. Like, if I don't have a habit, if I don't have a regimented timetable, and I do certain things in a certain way, I gotta build that habit of every day and have some sort of accountability. I just don't do it. It's a tragedy of the way my brain is structured, I think. Some people have it, some people don't. That drive, you know, that need to constantly produce. And I have it in the back of my mind, but then I sit down at the computer and I boot up whichever video game I am enormously obsessed with and the current present moment. And oh, there goes the afternoon. There goes the entire evening. Here I thought I was a visionary of entertainment. Here I have these big ideas, these amazing pieces of videography. These things that I want to make, they're not content. They're those main monitor videos that you actually close everything else and you sit down and watch the video. You know, that is the kind of thing that I envision myself to making and creating with all of my spare time. Spend the whole month just slaving away on one perfect piece of entertainment. But alas, much like Amanda Palmer, is it Amanda? Something Palmer, the wife or ex-wife of the disgraced sex pest known as Neil Gaiman, formerly an author. Please, roll! I hate you so much. I hate you so much. I'm just gonna use violence to induce you to do what I want. I'll never be the person that I imagine I'm going to be. I am misquoting the song, as I often do. I will just butcher the pieces of wisdom in my mind. Oh shit, I didn't even check whether the recording was good. I am seeing a little bit of a delay in the recording software. Let me pause a second, check out that the actual recording is not choppy and gross. The recording's kind of choppy and gross. Oh, but it seems to have come back pretty good. That's so weird. OBS and Spelunky 2, they work together in wonky ways. It seems to have gone away. I like tabbed out and I did nothing. I just checked the recording file. Did absolutely nothing to fix it, but it seems to be way more smooth now. I don't know. Either way, the best... I see the pickaxe, but I don't think I want to go for it. The actual reason why I decided to come back, and I'm going to preface this with a little bit of a discussion here, but because I do feel like I need to justify myself, you know. I always scoff and look down on sponsors. I'm just... because it's always so obvious that it's somebody selling their souls for money. They have zero belief in the product that they're hawking, and it's all just, I am selling my voice and my personality to maybe convince you to part with your money with this questionable product that I could not give a less of a crap about. Especially anything really shady and weird like gambling sponsorships. It's not so much when it's something that later turns out to be garbage, like, you know, BetterHelp type of thing, you know, HelloFresh, Factor, all those services that on the surface they look fine, but then it turns out, oh, wait a minute, this is an absolute garbage scam. Or at the very least, you know, it's rather questionable. I'm talking about, like, very obviously shit. That is just not something that you should be giving your voice to. But I feel like that has always been from a position of the privilege of being financially secure. Obviously, YouTube is, finally, YouTube is just a hobby for me. You better hope that it is, because holy crap, how I've been dropping the ball. I have a steady job, so money from YouTube and sponsorships and all that's never been a factor for me. Ask me again if I am trying to put a piece of bacon on my wife's mouth and she's like, where's the cash, buddy? Where's the cash? You're supposed to provide for me as my husband. And I'm like, I'm sorry, babe, but my YouTube revenue is lacking, much like my legacy and my disgraced means. Why am I here? I don't need the stupid bow. I reject the stupid bow. And all the trappings are on this stupid ass quest that I hate. I will take this back though. You know, ask me again if I am struggling to pay that electric bill. Son of a bitch went up $400 in the month of January. There was a giant, insane hike. There was an actual reason for it, but I forget. Anyway, you know, so I have decided, you know what? I'm gonna chase the bag. I'm gonna chase the bag. You can perfectly separate, 100% separate the person from the product. You're just, it's like, did I ever judge Shaquille O'Neal for going in front of the camera and tried to convince me that Chase Bank is the best bank to ever bank, and I should definitely give them all of my cash so they can go into the private credit market and make sure to risk it at the highest yield possible regardless of the risk? No, I did not judge this man. Whoa. Thank goodness they don't destroy the jar with the fire. That is very appreciated. I don't judge them celebrities. Actually, I've always have judged the big celebrities that take the ad money. It's like, I know you do it like to keep your name in people's mouths, I guess, but it always feels Like such an unnecessary whoring of your brand. When like a Gwyneth Paltrow or a Arnold Schwarzenegger will do an ad for Goodyear tires. It's like, what is this about? Why? Do you really need the money? Is this really what's going to raise your profile so much? Anyway, that's the old kind of thinking. I am embracing the fact that, you know, the product and the person hawking the product, they are two completely different entities. And so I have decided to take the bag. So welcome to the sponsor section of this video. Welcome our new sponsor, Satan. That's right, I've partnered with the Prince of Darkness, not to sell you anything, but to deliver a simple message of appreciation, be it with gambling, gooning, mindless consumption, animal abuse, bird hands, tiny hats, or selling your dignity for $1. The devil thanks you for doing his work. He's generously sponsored this segment simply to encourage you to continue being a degenerate piece of garbage. Rest assured that he will remember you, and you'll get exactly what you're due when the time comes. Follow the free links in the description to continue on your road to perdition. For free! Satan! See you in hell. And that's a promise. Thank you so much to our sponsor for making my life easier at no cost whatsoever to me. I'm so happy to have decided to completely change the way that I see the world. And, you know, that kind of... It's just such a silly thing to do, to judge people for the things they promote. Is so dumb. Can't believe I didn't change my perspective earlier. I would be so much more richer. So much richer if I simply decided, hey, this is kind of a privileged way to see the world. Why are you simply not taking the money? Just separate the product. Separate the product from the person, you know? It does not impinge in any capacity at all. Where you take your money from, you're just making sure to get yourself some financial security. There's no way your conscience should be affected in any way. Just trying to be sure to come down here and not get annihilated. I love the tale that this configuration of items tells. We can now picture the little giblets of shopkeeper that are scattered hereabouts. It is very, very nice. Although the story is a little bit more complex than that, isn't it? Because if the shopkeeper was just minding his own business, just walking down here, he would not have been crushed. But I think once I pissed off other shopkeepers, he was probably jumping around like a maniac. Goes to tell you that you should not lose your mind and throw caution to the wind. Even in your rage, you should still be sure to remain cautious. Ow. Look, I was just trying to have this robot not blow up and throw all that lava into the freaking ground. There you go. That's what I wanted. Is that scum? Let me go all the way over here. And hit that drill. Well, that sucks. I think I can just do this. There you go. Decided to just take it easy. You know, I don't need a big comeback. The longer that the time stretches between videos, the more I'm like, man, I need to come back with something special. What you're gonna do? Just boot up Spelunky and just ramble into the microphone like you always did? You have to come up with something actually really cool to at least pretend like you were actually busy doing something and not just playing video games, wasting your time the whole time. And then I realized, you know what? That is another fallacy that I need to let go of. One, it is wrapped in ego. The entire thing with let me create really deep and thought-provoking art. Like, that is just a pretense, man. I want to be that guy, but I am not that guy, unfortunately. I am the guy that gets home, boots up the video game, puts on some slop on the other monitor, and has a great day pretending to be unemployed. Every day for me is a great day for the unemployed. Even though I have a gainful employment, I will roleplay. Oh, that's right. That's a thing that happens. This guy becomes a threat. Why do I overcomplicate things? Come on, man. Come on, man. And now here's this piece of scum. That's annoying. Got myself in this situation now. I wanna have him. Come this way, you scum piece of trash. Alright. Make sure to get rid of that one. That's not close enough. Oh, you buffoon! Come on, bruh. Alright, I gotcha, bitch. It was a non-standard way of dealing with Vlad, but it worked out, so it's all good. I really need to watch out for my health situation. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Really could use some turkey or something. A damsel, some kind of something. Wrapped in ego, brother. Wrapped in the ego of the self-important. Embrace retard maxing. That is what I... You're going to ruin everything, Gronk. Alright. That's what I've been kind of thinking lately. I heard the term retard maxing and I just... Holy shit. I just made up in my head what it is. I don't know what it is. But it kind of resonated with me at a conceptual level that I am not sure if it's exactly what it should be. But it's like, stop overthinking things. That's pretty much what retard maxing is in my head. You're overthinking everything. It's like, I am not saying live a mindless life completely devoid of meaning. That's not what retard maxing is in my mind. What retard maxing is, it's like, stop overthinking things. It is much better unless, like, let me finish that sentence. Unless the doing is something pernicious. It is always better to be doing than to be thinking. Obviously, you should think your actions through. But certainly, I have been caught in a kind of choice paralysis. Not even quite choice paralysis. It's more like I want to make something important, so I don't do anything at all. Because there's something important. It actually kind of takes a lot of work. So I want to just sit in the chair and consume slop while firing up the bazaar for the 100th time. How about how about I spend my entire afternoon fixing my factory in Aquilo instead of working on the full lore video for Dreamscaper like I have intended to do for years now. Dreamscaper came out, bruh, it came out like, or rather I played it to its completion. It must have been 4 years ago, and I wrote an hour-plus long script for the entire... Please, the entrance must open. I wrote the entire script of a very heartfelt, in-depth... Basically, it's a lore story of the entire story of Dreamscaper, an extremely obscure roguelike that I got extremely into maybe 3 years ago. I made one video like showcasing it and stuff, and it wasn't like a failure or anything. It was a very, very good, well-received video that did okay in sales. It wasn't a runaway success. It was, you know, a solid entry in the entire genre of rogueliking. And I will still recommend it 100% if you are into roguelikes. It is super, super, duper good. I loved it. Resonated with me more than more than probably the majority of the general public, but still, I was really, really fond of this video game, to the point that I literally wrote out the entirety of the lore with a bunch of speculation, and I made it into this giant storytelling opportunity, you know, just kind of like telling the entire story of the protagonist with a ton of creative writing and stuff, making one entire big ass hour-long story. And it's just been in the back burner for the last 2 years now, I bet. It's been entirely too long. Because the prospect of sitting down and editing such a video is so daunting that I just don't get it done, even though in my mind it is what, quote unquote, I would like to do with my time, right? Oh, you can't reach me here, you buffoon. You think you can actually reach me with your foolish claws? Pathetic. I was in the middle of saying things and then I forgot what I was saying. Really? There's no snail in there, huh? That's odd. Let me just do a lot of violence down this corridor. In my mind, I am that auteur that will put out extremely amazing videos once a month. In practice, I just don't get it done. I just don't get it done. And before, when I was doing daily videos, I was like, man, I need to get off this gameplay grind so I can go into, you know, month-long production and really knuckle down on these kind of big projects that I really want to get done. Ooh. Turns out I don't do it. Whatever happened to Gronk? I was keeping a slave, and I no longer have a slave. This is outrageous. I paid for that slave. I paid with life and blood. I can't freaking believe this happened. This wouldn't have happened in 1822 if I purchased one from the market. If the authorities had seized it, at least I would have some kind of receipt or something. Yeah. Can't believe I'm still so low on health. This is outrageous too. What is this about? Oh yeah, the clone gun. That's why I wanted the friggin' slave. Shit, brother. Anyway. One of these. Things are going pretty well so far. I thought I would be extremely super rusty. I kind of am. That's not too bad. Do you think? Does it show that I am fairly rusty at this spelunking? I have dropped the ball a little bit, and I have not been very good at accruing health. But hey, we got this far. Haven't died yet. That is really as much as I can ask for. Unfortunate about the whole clone gun situation here. The situation with the clone gun is insane. Put that bomb right there. I don't know why. I mean, I want this clone gun. I'm not going to the Cosmic Ocean. So why give a crap about this clone gun? I will just chop my enemies to pieces. Ha! Pusha! Hey, that's a wonderful find. Yeah, I don't care about this clone gun, do I? You know, I would like to go out of my way to get a little bit of health. Kind of a challenge to get back to that rat. There you go. So, retard maxing. That's what I'm going to be doing going forward. Try to get back into a habit, you know. If I don't post every day, well, then I don't post every day. It's not like a big obligation, but have that goal, that nice habit of productivity. Because you see, I get so much more done when I have very limited free time to get things done. You know what I'm saying? This is, I believe, a pretty well-documented phenomenon. When your free time is like maybe 2 hours a night, as opposed to 8 hours of home time, it's like, I have very little time. Oh! I have very little time. I better use it well. As opposed to, when, oh man, I have 4 days off in a row. I have plenty of time to be a complete piece of shit. Well, interesting. At least I got my diamond. I see it. Surely he's dead, right? We're not going anywhere, brother. We're just going forward. Unfortunately, that does mean that a Tiamat win is where we're gonna go. It is a pathetic aim, but that is my aim nonetheless. What? I get drunk on freedom, and then I use none of the free time that I've had. You know, I'm representing like I've been a completely useless piece of garbage all this time, done absolutely nothing. There are, like, I do need to, like, exonerate myself a little bit. It's not, like, completely, oh, yeah, all this time that I haven't been posted, I've just been a lazy piece of trash. My bad. No, it's, you know, there's been circumstances. There's been circumstances to attenuate that entire thing. It's not just me being a lazy piece of garbage. But it does boil down to, if I wanted to, I could have. And it's just me not doing what I should have been, or rather what I feel like I should have been doing all along. And it kind of gave me a chance, you know. I was like, let me find out. Let's find out what I do. Will I actually get things done? Woo. Or will it just be equally as unproductive? In the end, you know, holy crap. In the end, it's not like it matters. We're all going to be dirt and worms, no matter the accomplishments. That whole thing of becoming a historical figure, somebody that gets remembered for ages and ages, that time is long past. There's too many humans for your chances to stand out among them. Best you can hope for is to be remembered in a tight-knit circle of beloved people. And may your memories, when they touch their remembrance, be fond and wonderful ones. Do I do a one-on-one duel with this creature? Or do I do what I should do? And that is... It's definitely should not have tried to duel. My boots though. I need it. Oh. Alright, buddy. So, kinda have screwed the pooch here. I have been totally stupid. And now I'm kind of stuck here. Unless we get some climbing gloves, this ain't going to pan out, brother. This ain't gonna pan out. We're kind of screwed. In the Sunken City department, it is a complete impossibility for me to get back to the Sunken City. It's not a thing. My ambitions crumble. Like so many bones in my body when people say they remember me from childhood. Well, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for that entire exchange. That was so great. That really works out. Oh my goodness, dude. What is this nightmarish place? I had 27 bombs. I may have panicked a little bit. Absolutely annihilate this whole place. Don't even care. Careful, careful. Oh, that's the thing that happens. I've discovered a secret. Pretty sure that's just, bruh, don't get killed by the brain man. That would be some pathetic turn of events. What? What even is this, brother? Just a random gigantic back layer. Is this normal? This is vanilla Splunky too. This is just the daily challenge. Look, there's a vault down there. I'm going to go get it, okay? I have an exclusive access to the back doors. I'm going to use it. How common is it to have a back door area like this in Neo-Babylon? Cannot remember a single time that that's been a thing. Where my beautiful sword go? Whatever happened to him? Probably crushed, right? If I don't see it right away, it's because it got crushed. Well, that's tragic. Yeah. Oh, I would rather not lose my extra life. You can tell always that when it's Neo-Babylon time, all the banter, all the narrative, it all goes straight to the garbage. It's all about navigating Neo-Babylon. Number one, focus! Okay. Oh! Why do I do this to myself? Why is this so complicated? How about, oh, good bounce. I have 19 bombs. That is a decent amount. We'll do one of these. Yeah, that's what I wanted. This has no right to be so hard. Yeah, that's what I've been aiming to watch his demise at the hands of this trap. Finally. Piece of garbage. Off we go. Not going to even go to the background and try to get myself a little bit of... thingamabob. What is it called again? No. Ushabti. It's like, what was the word for it? No. Look. I wanted to push the bomb. Should have probably hit the spacebar for the recoil. It's alright. That's what we came here for. With an extra life. So I could throw it in the most humiliating way in Neo-Babylon, alright? Gave myself that little bit of leeway of being worthless. There's the freaking Ushabti area, which I don't really care for. I mean, now that I'm here, I might as well grab the first one, right? 1 in 100 chance of making this work. Oh, crap. How are you even still a living creature surrounded by this monstrosity? The weave is absolutely insane. Look at this man. Just avoiding all damage. Get zapped, idiot. Oh, sucks to be you, dumbass. You're not going to survive this encounter. I'm just going to watch your demise and laugh as your pain increases to a wonderful climax. That being said, though, I am very intimidated by this whole thing. It's a nightmare. Fine, I'll keep the Ushabti. 1 in 100 chance. Womp womp. Wonder if it has ever been documented to grab the Ushabti and it just happens to be the one. It has had to happen at some point, right? There's no way. Yeah, I will come in, baby. There's no way that it hasn't happened at some point in all of Splunky history. Somebody grabs that Ushabti and brings it over, and here comes the flying Pokemon. Anyway, what I want is to get a Kali favor, but you know, it's really not necessary. All we got is a Tiamat victory here. Most pathetic Spelunker of all time. Please don't zap me. My man, what a nightmare. Let me just do a little bit of murder. Get through this nonsense, man. Even now, so many years later, I still consider New Babylon horrendously overtuned. Horrendously overtuned. This area is just too difficult in a bad way. You know, if it were a little bit less unpredictable, the difficulty, you know, if the difficulty was a little bit more predictable in Neo Babylon, I'll be fond of it. To this day, I will maintain Neo Babylon is just too hard. It's too hard of a zone. It should not be so difficult to get through it. I'm going to be super Carly strats. We're not going to try the bubbles. We're not going to do anything. I'm going to take my winning screen. And we're going to get out of here. There's no way I could possibly do no climbing gloves, Vladscape skip. It's just not going to happen. And I'm not going to risk myself. I'm not going to let go of this wonderful win in the daily challenge. I got to the end of freaking Tiamat. Pat in the back. Good enough. It's been months since I played this video game. Actually, it hasn't been months, but you know what I'm talking about. It's been a while, and I was rusty, and I still got to the end. That's a victory. You can't take it away from me. You cannot shame me in the comment section. I'm very happy to have come back with a wonderful sponsor that gave me lots of money to parrot a message that I don't hold in my heart. And I hope that you can fully make that distinction. Don't judge me for the words that come out of my mouth if I'm being paid to say them. That is the learning message that I got for you right there. Check out the links in the description though. I want you to continue being a degenerate piece of garbage. And if you continue on that path to perdition, you will be remembered. You will get your due. Things will work out in the best way manageable to some of the parties involved. See you in the next one. You know, when you do the daily challenge, you probably should be checking the scores, even though it's not going to be even close to good. I didn't even go out of my way to make any kind of money. Not like it matters, because the daily challenge is all about how deep you go. Do we have a 99er? We have several 99ers. Predalien, Simon, and Mama Goma. Mami Goma. Agreeable Pixel. These fellas are still grinding it real hard. And making sure that everybody looks at them. Depth, normal, which is time? Really? The daily challenge is a time challenge? Hard? Ah, I see. And the winner is whoever does it faster. Special. Depth. So there's at no point does the score matter in any capacity. I will never not resent this, Derek Yu. I hope one day you revisit this in some way. I know you never will, but maybe Spelunky 3 will do things right.